Orlando ran two different after timeout sets in game 4. Both were shallow actions off a ball screen, which is a ball screen with a shallow cut underneath. And both were also empty side actions. So let's break it down. So this first after timeout set in the second quarter is going to be a pistol action right here. So that's a dribble handoff. They're going to clear out this left side right here. So after the handoff, this offensive player is going to clear through. Now we're going to see a slot ball screen right here. Cole Anthony is going to shallow cut underneath the ball screen right here. So now Franz Wagner can turn the corner with Cole Anthony's shallow cut right here. And then you also have the screener, which is rolling to the front of the rim, which creates a 2-on-1 advantage right here because they got to stay attached to the shallow cut. Now another after timeout was a stack out action. They empty that left side out. Then we have that same shallow action, a 3-man action with Paolo, Franz Wagner, and Wendell Carter. And you can see Paolo's going to come off this slot ball screen right here. Franz Wagner is going to shallow cut underneath. Wendell Carter setting the screen. And they have that empty side right there. Paolo's going to turn the corner. And then you can see the two Boston defenders right here run into each other based off that shallow cut, which allows Paolo the ability to get all the way downhill to finish. I love the opening set from the New York Knicks in the second half of Game 1 against the Detroit Pistons. It's going to be a chin action for Jalen Brunson. Then he has the option to go off either side of the screening action. So let's break down this opening set. So to start the chin action, we're going to have a wide pin down right here. He's going to enter the ball right here to Mikal Bridges. Now, once Jalen Brunson passes the ball right here, he's going to receive a back screen from Karl Anthony Towns. So that's the chin action, the wide entry right here, followed by the rip screen right here. Now, Jalen Brunson is in the middle of the paint. He has the option to go off this screen right here, or he can go off this screen. So he can go either way. So it's a great set right here for Jalen Brunson to come off a screening action. He's going to go to the left wing right here. They're going to lock and trail him. A great screen right here from Josh Hart. He can come out right here. Quick hop footwork. So watch this again. He's going to catch the ball on that inside foot right here. Quick hop. And he's open for a 3 to start the second half. This is brilliant design and flow of sets right here from Boston. So this first one's going to be a Horns chest empty action, and Sam Hauser gets an open 3. So off of this action right here, you're going to see the step-up screen right here that he's going to ghost. It's going to be followed by a flare screen on the empty side right here because Peyton Pritchard's clearing out. Hauser's able to catch the ball. They're chasing over top, but the screener's defender right here is dropped back. One dribble into a 3. Now we're going to see a very similar set right here, empty Horns chest action. Then it flows into a Spain action. So watch this again. We just saw something similar right here. You can see it's going to be a ghost screen right here for Tatum with the flare screen. Then it's going to flow into a Spain action with Peyton Pritchard. So instead of clearing out, he's going to set the back screen after the ball screen right here. They're at the level for Tatum coming off this ball screen. He recognizes right here the roller's going to be open, and the roller does a great job right here of understanding and court mapping that the low defender's pulling in. So he catches it. He automatically knows he's going opposite corner right here to Al Horford. So watch this play develop again with the Spain action because of the back screen right here after the ball screen. Hit opposite corner, wide open 3. This is a great design counter to the Clippers' aggressive ball screen coverage. It's going to be an empty side wing ball screen. They're going to run a shorted action, but they're also going to have a wide pin down. So let's break down this set and why it works. So to start right here, it's going to be an empty wing ball screen. So there's no shakeup right here. Now on this ball screen, the Clippers are going to be in aggressive coverage right here, which means the screener's defender is at the level. So there's 2 on the ball right here. When you have aggressive coverage like that, your weak side help has to be really good. And you can see Kawhi right here as the low defender is starting to rotate over. because he recognizes the shorted action. A shorted action is where you hit it right here to the slot. Then the roller is open because you hit here. There's 2 on the ball. Then the roller is going to be open. But Kawhi recognizes that, so he rotates over early to take away the shorted action. But what Denver does to counter that is now set a wide pin down for Michael Porter Jr. right here, because there's only one help defender, so he can come off this pin down, and he's open for a 3. This is one of Golden State's favorite after timeout sets. It's a pistol action. They swing the ball to the top of the key, then the left wing, and it looks like a shuffle screen, but it's going to be a slip screen. Then Looney's going to set the down screen right there. So watch this exchange again between Buddy Hield and Moses Moody right here. He's not going to set this screen right here, but he's running through, and Moody's going to run through too, trying to create the confusion for the Houston defense right there. And then we have the down screen right here by Looney. Buddy Hield's able to catch the ball, 1 dribble into a 3. Now they're going to run that same action again in the 4th quarter. So you see the pistol action right here, the dribble handoff. They're going to swing the ball right here to Draymond Green. He's going to pass it to Peyton on that left wing. Now you're going to have Steph Curry and Buddy Hield in that action. So Steph's not going to actually set the screen or even slip the screen. He's going to sprint up right there. Hield is now going to sprint from that right wing to the rim. Steph's able to catch the ball right here off that down screen. So watch it again. So Draymond's going to set the down screen. He's able to catch the ball face up. He creates enough space right here versus primary defender, and he goes right into a face-up 3. So watch this again. So that screening action creates enough separation with that jab downhill into a 3. An action that Oklahoma City loves to run is a flat ball screen guard to guard, and they'll ghost out of it right here, and it gets a wide open 3 against Memphis in round 1. Now, the flat ball screen right here means it's not angled either side by the screener. And Shea or Jalen Williams are usually the ball handlers right here, the decision makers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And you can see 2 are on the ball right there. And it's a quick action. Because watch right here, Shea sees 2 on the ball right there. He throws a great hook pass, and that creates a mini closeout, great bump Euro finish. Now Oklahoma City is going to use Chet as the flat ball screen right here. He was great in this series, and with his ability to space to 3, it's very difficult to guard Oklahoma City. Now he's going to ghost out right here. There's going to be 2 defenders on Shea right here. He gets to his left hand, which he loves to do. He's so great driving to his left. Now Zach Edey right here is dropping back. Now Shea's going to throw this pass right here to Chet. Now he can drive the closeout to the rim and get fouled on this runner. Now they're going to use Shea to set the flat ball screen. He's going to angle it slightly. Jalen Williams has the ball right here. Now he can attack downhill. So just watch this again. You can see 2 guards, their 2 best players right here involved in the action. He's going to angle it there. Now he can attack driving to his left right there, right into little runner. This is a very creative second half opening set for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's going to be out of their hawk action, but they add a counter here, which is going to be a down screen for Gary Trent Jr. curling off right here. He's going to catch it, and then it creates a 2-on-1 advantage for a reverse finish. So let's break down this opening set. So the dribble at right here by Porter Jr., they're going to back cut right here, and then it's going to be an empty side ball screen right here with Giannis, but there's going to be a staggered down screen on the weak side. So this is hawk action right here. Empty side wing ball screen with a staggered down screen. Now off this down screen, they're going to enter the ball right here, and then it's going to flow into a veer down screen right here for Trent, who was amazing in Game 5 for the Bucks. Now he's going to come off this down screen right here, and then it creates an advantage 2-on-1. There's going to be 2 on Trent Jr. right here, which means Bobby Portis is going to be open on the roll right there for a reverse finish. This is a great opening set for the Houston Rockets. So it's going to be a cross screen to a 3-punch action. They're going to get the ball in the mid post to Amen Thompson. Then we have a shuffle screen with a down screen, a screen the screener action for Fred VanVleet for open three. So let's break down this set right here. Now to start this set, they're going to pass the ball right here to Sengun. Now we're going to have the cross screen right here. VanVleet's going to set the cross screen for Amen Thompson. Thompson's going to come off, and they're going to feed the post right here. So a three-punch action. Get the ball to the mid-post, the Malone line right there. Now we're going to see VanVleet set a shuffle screen right here for Dillon Brooks. Now after that shuffle screen, Sengun right here is going to set a down screen for VanVleet. So that's the screen the screener action. Now you can see Golden State's going to switch right there. Steph Curry's pointing it out. So watch this again right here. He's pointing out the switch. Now Sengun's going to set the screen right here. VanVleet's coming off the screen, and he's going to catch the ball on that left foot right there. So watch it again. This is great footwork into his shot. Left foot catch, right left to square up right there, and that creates an open three. This is a great after timeout set from the Detroit Pistons in Game 6. It's going to be out of their Horn series. Now you have two different options. You have the strong exit screen for Malik Beasley, and you have the veer wide pin down for Cade Cunningham. Now let's break down this after timeout set. So it's going to be out of their Horns formation right here. Beasley's going to ghost this action right here. So it's going to be a ghost screen, but it's not going to be the chest action, which is a ghost with a flare screen. Instead, he's going to loop around right here. Now it looks like it's going to be a stagger away right here for Cade Cunningham in that left corner, but instead Beasley's going to cut through. Now he's going to receive a strong exit screen on the strong side right here. With this screening action, you also have a veer wide pin down for Cade Cunningham. So you have two different screening actions on each side to play off of. Right here, it's a great screen. Cade Cunningham's going to come off this screening action, catch the ball with an advantage right here. He's going to get downhill for righty right, same foot, same hand finish. This is a great action from the Lakers, and they ran it throughout the season. It's going to be a double drag, skip action to Luka, and then a veer wide pin down for LeBron to come off. In this set right here, he's going to catch the ball. He's in his triple threat at the top of the key. Now they run this action again. So we have this first screen right here by Finley Smith. Now Luka is at the elbow extended or the slot. He's going to receive the ball. So it looks like it's going to be a double drag, but instead Austin Reeves is going to skip the ball to Luka. Then right here, Finley Smith is going to set a veer wide pin down right here. But instead, he's going to slip this time because the first time he set it. So the second time, it looks like they're going to switch. So he's going to slip it quickly right here. Luka hits him on that slip. Then it's going to be a one more pass right here from the corner to the wing. And then another great one more pass from Reeves to Luka for a wide open three. Now at the end of the game right here in the fourth quarter, they're going to run that same action again. Double drag skip action, but now it's LeBron right here. Then we have the veer wide pin down right here. Luka's going to curl off of this screen. There's two on the ball right here with LeBron. So when Luka catches it off that screening action, he can turn the corner, and then he's attacking the paint right here to finish. This is a great after timeout set from the Houston Rockets. So it's going to be in their Horn series right here, 5 elbow entry. Now it's going to be a zoom action right here for Dillon Brooks, but then it's going to be a veer down screen right here for Fred VanVleet. He's going to curl off of this, and then it's a 2-on-1 advantage right here with Steven Adams. So let's break down this after timeout set. So we're going to start in that Horns formation right here. They're going to go 5 elbow entry to Steven Adams. Now, VanVleet right here is going to cut underneath, then he's going to set the down screen right here. So when he cuts through, he's going to set this down screen with the dribble handoff, which is zoom action right here. Now, after that zoom action for Dillon Brooks, you're going to see Steven Adams set a veer down screen after the dribble handoff. Now, VanVleet's going to curl off this down screen right here. He receives the pass right here. Now he's attacking the screener's defender right here with a 2-on-1 advantage. He's going to make a great pass right here for Steven Adams. He has the ability to catch with a nice reverse finish.